Jordan, how do you tell if a woman is sexually attracted to you by you being indirect?
Well, you just told me that you can tell without her saying it that she's attracted to you, right?
No, I said I can tell she's attracted to me by being direct. I'm saying, how do you
Okay,
tell
gotcha.
if she's attracted to you by being
So here's
indirect?
a practical
Okay.
example. If I open a conversation indirectly with a group of people and I'm telling a story, I'm asking a question, something, I'm looking out of my peripheral vision to see if the woman of interest is
Yeah, it's
showing
not even
signs
that
of
deep.
interest,
It's
right?
literally like
Does
if
she
a
Okay,
curl
so
girl
her
wait,
hair?
so let's
Does
is
she
stop
yeah,
right
comb
you
there.
her
don't
Let's
hair?
stop right there.
you don't think that
What if
that's an
so Blaze,
indicator?
what if she's showing you interest and saying that guy over there looks like a sucker? I could get him to pay my rent. How do you know she's not thinking about that?
Come
That's
on,
the extreme example.
No,
Obviously,
but
if
I'm
the
just
girl
saying
tries,
women do this
Oh
all the
god.
time.
come on,
they
Blaze.
don't
Stop.
to me,
Maybe
they
to
don't do it
you.
all the time. You're taking the
But
worst
here's
aspect.
the thing, dude. So again, take this back to the initial rabbit hole that we just got
I
down.
thought
So
you weren't
you don't
red
think that
pill,
there's any
Hashi.
sort of indicators of a woman's interest. You don't think that the way
That's
that
some
she
red
looks at
pill shit
you,
right
the
there.
tone
No,
that
it's
she's
not. It's
using, you
game.
don't think you
Game.
can't tell any of that shit?
I
No,
don't
no,
care.
Jordan. What I'm
Blaze.
saying is,
Care.
what indication does the so for example, if I'm
You know how to
direct with
read
a
a
woman,
vibe?
hold on. This is what I'm saying. If I'm direct with a woman and I'm having a conversation where I'm at a coffee shop, I introduce myself, she introduces herself, right? I start flirting with her, telling her how sexy she look in them jeans and how I want to take them jeans off. And I say, listen, take my number so we can make this happen Friday. And she says, oh yeah, that sounds good. And we exchange
God, that's
numbers,
cringy.
and then I hit her up to do the thing Friday. Now, if I let's same scenario, but I'm indirect, and I say, "Hey, miss, that's a nice bracelet you have. Where'd you get that from?" And she's like, "Oh, I got that from Macy's and blah blah blah, and and I like to shop there." And I'm like, "Hey, cool, that sounds good. How about we exchange numbers and hang out sometimes?" I don't know if this woman is sexually
Yeah,
attracted to
because
me because we're
because
just
it's
talking about
like
her
this
freaking
premature
bracelet.
ejaculation of an approach. If you're going to go that route of, oh, hey, I like your bracelet. Okay, cool. She got it at Macy's. That's not the point of the conversation. The conversation then flows into things you actually give a shit about. You're trying to figure out if this girl is actually attractive to you,
Right, but that's
But
what I'm
besides
saying.
how?
But
just
that's what I'm
her
saying. That
ass.
first thing
And
is
then
that's
you figure that out in
indirect.
the moment
How
and
do you
you
find that out?
qualify her. And now
See,
you
this is
have an
what
actual
That's
interaction. And then
pre-play.
you
And
get the
it's
number.
just this is tough to
It's an
me
extra
because
five minutes, but it makes all the difference.
I hear you talking, Jordan. So it's tough for me. The only reason it's tough for me because I really believe a lot of women will adapt to who's in front of them. This is
Exactly.
their personality. They're
Yes,
going to
there's a
adapt
big
to who's
piece
in
of
front
that.
of them, right?
Yes.
So what I'm saying to you is that if you know that they're going to do that, why would we mirror that?
Right.
Crazy to
That's
me.
what-
Why would we do that shit?
it's not an either or thing. This is why again directness level is on a scale. When Hashim, you're telling a girl that you want to take her jeans off, in
Mhm,
a coffee shop, that's
mhm.
very high up on the direct scale. But directness could just be a little bit above point zero, where we're implying through our tonality and our vibe that we're interested in her. Right? I could be talking about something benign, like a bracelet, for example, like you brought that up. You can compliment a girl on her bracelet, but your sub communication could be more direct.
But okay, but what happens after that? This is y'all
Right.
problem. Y'all talk, okay. You compliment her on the bracelet, which I tell them guys fucking with real men don't do that stupid shit because she already heard that fucking a million times. So what do you do
No,
now?
you pick something that you actually like about her. It
But
doesn't have to
but
be a
but but,
generic
but
bullshit
everybody
comment like
likes
I
something
like
To
your eyes. But
qualify.
like
Jordan.
Right.
again,
But this is the question though. This
you're
is the question
having an
though.
actual conversation. And if you
Nah,
guys can't make a woman attracted to you through your conversation, then you don't have a mouth.
but
So
you're
Oh,
Jordan,
If your
I
entire
agree.
game
Jordan, you're
plan
not
is I'm going to
listening.
walk up
Jordan, you're
and
not
talk about putting
listening.
my dick in you, then that's not
Jordan,
game. That's
Jordan, you're not
literally just
listening.
seeing which girls are down to fuck.
okay.
Jordan, at
Yeah.
what point in
Yeah.
the conversation do you know that she's interested in sex? That's what I'm saying. What are you saying to see her
Yeah.
reaction to let you know she's interested in sex?
Yeah, so you're looking at the direction of the conversation. You are looking at how she's looking at you, how she's talking to you. These things are vibes that you can pick up. And I
Right. So
think it's
give me an
outrageous to
example. That's what
suggest
I'm
that you
saying. Give me
can't
an
Yeah,
read a
if she
woman's
example.
vibe.
exchanges contact info when she meets up with you, that's a pretty good indicator
But
that
Yeah,
how
she's
do you
that's
know
also
she's
red
not
flag
doing that
compliance.
just to hang out with you and not? What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is
Well,
if
if
I'm
she
telling
hangs
a
out with
woman,
me, then she probably likes me, right? Because
no, she can
again,
just be
we're
using you for attention.
Who?
What? This is what I'm
Jordan.
saying.
So
Okay,
George,
okay, let me ask a
you've
different
okay. I
never
question. Let
been
me
know.
ask a
used,
different
So
Jordan.
question.
I see the actual problem is you guys can't tell without fucking the girl whether or
Okay,
not she's
so
interested.
perfect. So I'm glad you said that, Jordan. Now,
Okay, so
how do you
if
tell the
anybody wants to
difference?
learn how
Okay,
to do
how
that,
do you tell
then
the difference
hey,
between a
let's
girl who wants to have sex with you and a girl who just wants to hang out with you and use you for attention? What's the difference? How do you tell?
compliance.
The difference is you're eventually having sex with the girl, right? If I get to the point where sex
No, I'm talking about before sex happens. What is the indicator?
There's a certain point.
Indicator. You guys
There's
like
a
indicators
certain
of interest.
point.
What's the indicator of interest?
The indicator of interest is when I start progressing the interaction, when I invite her back to my place or to a private area and things start to get physical, that's a good indicator that my intuition was right.
So, Blaze, how do you know she's going to get physical before you? What I'm saying is you guys keep saying she's going to do it. What I'm saying
that's like
is,
saying, that's like saying, if I'm a car salesperson, like, how do I know somebody's going to buy a car before I let them test drive the car and tell them about the car and teach them about it? I don't know if the customer is a buyer or not until I take them through a little bit of a process of getting to know.
Right, but Blaze, check this out. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Hold on. Now check this out. If you wanted to sell a car, would you talk about everything under the sun and never mention the word car?
No.
Okay,
and the sales analogy is not perfect either.
Yeah. So again,
the buyer
Ricardo,
and the seller,
the difference
right?
here is not whether or not we ever talk about sexual topics, because that happens. We're just talking about in that initial 30 seconds to minute of interaction, I'm not walking up and shooting my load and telling her, "Oh yeah, I want to fuck you."
No, I'm not saying you have to do that.
Now you're giving away. You're saying,
Jordan, I'm not saying that.
Here's what's going on. This girl says, "Oh, I know that I can have him now."
No,
because
Jordan,
he's already told me that he wants to fuck. Versus if you have a regular conversation and you start to escalate with your location, with your words, and physically, those are the three ways that you can escalate the conversation. If she continues to go along with that interaction, then you know as you escalate more that she actually has interest in you.
Jordan,
but how do you know she has interest and she's not just using you? This is what I'm trying to say.
You literally compliance.
A woman can comply. A woman could comply consistently and still not fuck you. That's what I'm trying to say. You guys are still not saying what is the thing that you're saying to her where she's responding to you to let you know she's interested. Like, so for example, I was on a date with a girl, right? And we're flirting, right? We're just talking, we're flirting. She's flirting back with me. She grabs my dick. Right? So these are things she's doing to show that she's sexually interested. What I'm saying is when you're having a conversation with a woman, what is she doing with her words and actions to let you know?
You start to flirt.
But Mr. Liccardo,
how do you do that indirectly?
That can happen when you go indirect
without saying I want to.
You can go indirect, and then all of a sudden the girl is touching you and pushing herself against you. That you can trigger her to go direct on you as well.
You can't trigger that with asking questions. This is where y'all guys again are disingenuous. You guys
you're flirting. No, you're still flirting with the girl. Just because your opener is not "do you want to fuck me" doesn't mean you can't tell if a girl's attractive. You can't flirt.
As a man, let me show you what we do when you have a mouthpiece. Again, this is where you go wrong. We go right.
Your mouthpiece is hate, baby. You want to touch my dick.
My mouthpiece shows that I'm alluring, I'm charismatic, I'm passionate, I'm mysterious. I'm showing her that I have depth and range. I can make her smile. I can make her laugh. I can make her blush. I can make her think and react. And guess what?
Yes, we're on the same page.
Watch. And I don't even go after the pussy first, because when you have the game, they throw the pussy at you, and that's what y'all are messing up.
So that's indirect. That's exactly so you use indirect tactics.
We're on the same page there. We're 100% on the same page there. What are you talking about?
That's not indirect. He's not. You see,
I'm saying that I'm the prize. I'm the opportunity. So what are you going to do to get on this dick? What are you going to do to be worth my time, worth my attention?
That's the game. That is having game.
But
how do you do that if you're indirect in the beginning? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, how are you allowing a woman to get on your program when she doesn't know your program?
Still a direct approach.
I'm gonna beat around the bush, and you're
telling me no. You get so again, we're talking about in this particular scenario, we're talking about a compliment opener. That's a direct opener.
What is a compliment opener?
Again, we're arguing over something that we all agree on.
What is the compliment?
I don't understand.
No. I'm the compliment. Ain't no compliment opener. When I say how you doing,
I don't compliment women.
What the fuck would I compliment? Okay, why would I be like an average guy? You understand? We have a show. Okay, we've been doing this for a few years called the Pineapple Show. And
so you see a beautiful woman at the coffee shop or the bar. What do you actually say to her, Steve? Because I'm starting to think maybe you're indirect.
There's no such thing as a beautiful woman. Beauty is what beauty does. That's the street game.
There's no such thing as a beautiful woman.
No, her behaviors are beautiful. Dog, I'm not listen.
Okay.
Y'all guys are looking here. You're teaching guys here. I'm saying we're talking about reality. We're talking about game. When you love yourself, you're the prize. There's nothing wrong with a guy liking a woman. There's nothing wrong with a guy liking what he likes. That's okay. I never tell a guy, hey, if you like someone, that's cool. Here's where the problem comes in. Once you look at a woman, after you say she's beautiful, whatever the fuck you say, then this thing called emotional side of you, fear, anxiety, worry, and all that other bitch ass shit comes into play where you then say, well, what do I have to do? What's the right combination code to open her legs? What do I have to say? What if she likes me? What if she likes me? You start placing judgments. You place judgments on yourself, place judgments on women. You look at the woman and say, well, she looks like the kind of woman that would date whatever. And then you judge that whatever. And that's where y'all guys go indirect because you're saying,
yeah, that doesn't cross my mind ever. So I think
that's what Blaze was saying. He was like,
well,
well, the girl thinks she's hot, and then therefore she's going to act this way. You see what I'm saying?
the bitch ain't hot to a man. The bitch has got
yeah, okay. So again, Steve, I'm really genuinely interested now. So you said you don't compliment women.
No, I don't compliment women either.
When you walk up and first open your mouth to talk to this woman, what are you saying?
I just say, excuse me, how you doing? My name is Steve, and your name is? I always always introduce myself.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So just so you know, like I agree with that approach, but that is an indirect approach.
That's not an indirect. You're
I don't even. Okay,
I think this is the. I think this is the issue. I think this is the issue. I think what happens is that we're getting confused what indirect and direct means.
Yeah,
all direct means is at the end of the conversation. At the end of the actual conversation, the woman knows exactly what you want to do.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes, I agree. So she should know that. Yeah, 100%.
Right. So indirect is that you're being.
It's just a semantic difference.
No. So, but indirect is you're being vague.
But
so
let me ask you this:
doesn't really know.
Mr. Lucario. So at the end of the conversation, she knows what's up. In between that phase, are you using indirect tactics, or are you the whole time just being direct about telling her what you want?
No, the whole time I'm just having a conversation.
Okay.
What I'm saying is
just to clarify, you'll open indirect, or you'll open direct.
No.
You'll open direct.
Open the conversation with
conversation to build attraction, and then you go direct again when it's time.
No. What I'm saying is I'm having a conversation where I'm opening the conversation by, like what Steve was saying, hey, what's up? My name's Lucario. What's your name? I'm introducing myself, right? Now, after I introduce myself, right, that's when I go into the flirting, and then I fucking close the deal if the woman is reciprocating the interest. That is it. So what I'm saying is, but by the time I give her my number, or she, we exchange numbers, she knows that she is taking my number under the premise of we're going to get together to hook up, or we're going to go get together to get a drink, or whatever it is. I'm not saying, hey, let's hang out and I'm thinking about fucking. She don't know I want to fuck. I'm just saying hang out. That's indirect when you're not letting the woman know what the actual thing is. That's what I'm saying.
So again, I think we all kind of have the same mental model then for what an approach actually looks like. It's you're walking up, and whether you're opening, and you guys, again, just so you know, like the hey, my name is, that isn't indirect opener, but you are becoming
that is not indirect.
And no, that is.
My parents
told me. If
their vibe is a certain way, then it can be direct.
Okay.
You can say, hey, my name is blah blah blah. But if they're sub-communicating,
we're establishing a premise that this is a man to woman interaction and that sex is a possibility. No.
I'm a possibility,
except for the rare social circle case where we don't. But in 80% of all interactions, or 100% that are not a social circle, I think our approaches all look pretty similar.
I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna straight up just tell her something off the rip. It's not even how you doing or you look good, and I'm not that guy. I'm the guy who's going to come up right to you and say, look here, I know you with whatever I'm with tonight. What's happening? Put my number in your phone. Give me a call later.
That's it.
I didn't say she was beautiful or nothing.
So you can go direct off the open, and you can keep your foot on the direct gas pedal. You can have a sense of continuity with your directness, or like Hashim, or Mr. Lucario, I'm sorry, you will open direct/indirect, saying how you're doing. You're sub-communicating some directness, and then you'll have a conversation with her for a little bit, which is basically indirectly building attraction, and then you end the conversation being a little more direct.
And let me teach the chat a little bit too, because I want to teach them too, because I think a lot of men think if a woman if she is not into you or declining the opportunity you're presenting her, it's called rejection. I don't get rejected. There's no such thing as rejection.
Such thing as rejection.
I think a lot of you men need to get that out of your mind. Look, she missed her opportunity with me.
Right.
That's a reframe. That's just a reframe.
So no, it's not. It's not a reframe.
I get rejected.
No,
I'll walk
it's
up
not.
to a girl,
It's not a
take my
reframe.
shot and miss,
And the reason why it's not a
rejection.
reframe
It's
is because
reframing the
I'm
rejection.
her best option that she will ever have.
That's a frame as well. That's not necessarily
no.
true.
That's a total truth because there's only one of me. The only opportunity that she will ever have of me is with me.
That's a frame. That's good too.
There's no duplicate. What I'm saying is that when you're giving women power, you're saying to them, "Oh, you're rejecting me." Mm-hmm. No, you missed your opportunity. You're then saying, I'm pedestalizing you. I'm pedestalizing you because I believe that I needed your validation in order for this to happen. I don't need none of that. I presented you with an opportunity. Either you take it or you don't.
These are saying
it's a frame is basically saying that you are just trying to create in your own mind something, but what we're telling you, it's like me saying, okay, if I say you can only get a Big Mac at McDonald's, is that a reframe or is that the truth?
No, that's a reality.
Okay, exactly. That's what we're saying, man.
Yeah. So
I'm the Big Mac.
Yeah.
She can only get that here.
Perception is sometimes delusion. Perception is not always reality. Sometimes perception is delusion.
Not my reality. Not my reality.
So wait, so it's a reality. It's a reality that
I'm not saying a man should not be confident, and I do like that these frames will instill a sense of confidence in a man. And when he's feeling confident, he may be more apt to make the right moves, therefore gaining more reference experiences. So I'd rather a guy believe he's a Big Mac than not a Big Mac or whatever.
So Blaze, when you're the guy, and you know when you're the guy,
I'm the guy.
Do you believe anything else outside of that? You don't, right? So like that's the truth.
No, here's what I think.
And some of you guys are psychology guys on here. Perception is what? It's fact.
Sometimes it's delusion.
Perception is fact to that individual. If I
believe this phone is going to stay in the air when I let go of it, gravity is still going to pull it down.
Yes,
right?
That's a fact of life, which is truth is. Facts are collective truths, right? But truth within itself is subjective. So if I'm at a refrigerator, right, and I need to get the cookies, the truth is I went to the refrigerator and grabbed the cookies. If my 3-year-old nephew went to get the cookies, he had to push a chair up to the refrigerator, stand on the chair and get the cookies. So when we tell the story of how we got the cookies, it's going to be two different truths. You understand what I'm saying?
Here's how frames work. I believe something to be true, and then I act in accordance with that belief. Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm trying to cast a little spell, but reality is the ultimate spell. And not all women are going to accept your frame. Some women are going to say, you think you're a Big Mac. Guess what? You're not. I reject your frame.
And who is this? And who is she to tell you who you are? Who is this bitch?
Who are you to tell her that you're the Big Mac, though?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, motherfucker, like this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm the fucking guy. And if I look a woman in the face and she say, well, you know what? I believe you're not the guy. I'm supposed to be like, oh, okay, you're right.
This goes back to what I've been saying, though. This goes back to what I've been saying, though, and that you have optimized the style of game that works for you.
I don't think that matters anymore. Like, yeah, you should believe that you're that motherfucker. Whether you are or you aren't, you should walk up to a woman.
But they don't believe they're the motherfucker.
You should conduct your life.
No, I don't think
if you don't have that belief yet, you need to.
You don't think you should?
I don't think you should.
I want to hear Blaze. I want to hear Blaze.
I don't think you should. I don't think you need to walk up to a woman and believe you're the shit. You can just believe that you are. You can just believe that you're the best.
I have so much respect for Blaze right there, man. He had me today. Hey, come on, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
You guys are talking about realness. What's more real? Walking up, I'm the shit, or how about just
you
walking
are
up
the
and saying,
man,
this
you
is
are
who
born
I am.
the shit.
But who you are is the shit.
You're born a winner.
Wait, Blaze, you're the only one of your kind, Blaze, in that.
Fair.
It's all about loving your seed.
Fair.
About unconditional love.
Wow,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Right. So why can't you walk up to a woman?
Wow. Do your woman believe? Do your woman, your fiance? You said you're getting married.
Yeah.
Does she believe that you're the guy? Does she believe that?
She loves me through and through, man.
No, I'm just asking.
She doesn't know. She doesn't look at me and think my man's the shit. She looks at me for who I am. She loves me for deeper reasons than just oh, Eric's the shit. I don't think those words pass through her mind. That's what I'm saying.
So let me ask you this: you think that she's ever thought of a man about being the shit?
Look, I'm going to explain this. This goes back to my notion that what you guys have done is optimized one system that works. Going up to a woman, stating your intention, believing you're the shit, stacking all these behaviors together, being, who you are, believing you're one of a kind and all this stuff. It works. It's an optimized system. You're going to get results. If guys train with Lucario or Steve or Mr. 1950, what's your name again? You changed your name there.
Nah, I tell you, it was 50. My name is Hakeem, but they call me 50.
Hakeem, I believe if a guy comes and trains with any one of you guys, they're going to improve their game. Okay. But you guys have optimized a singular path. It's one path. This is the way the game is. The game, human dynamics are more nuanced.
Oh,